Hello, everybody. I don't know why this other thing doesn't have the right settings, but it does. Okay, there we go. Also, I need to do that and do that. I'm tired. Anyway, there we go. I miss being able to. Yeah, maybe, but unfortunately, OBS. I was talking IBS with a friend today. OBS doesn't have the setting that I needed, which is annoying. But, oh well. Coffee. I need to drink my coffee. But yeah. I miss being able to I don't know why my computer does it this way. I may have to get like a camera that's not built in or something. I don't know. It's not allowing access to YouTube for some reason, and I don't know why. Hi, you're finally chilling? No, now you're. This cat is so ridiculous. It's hilarious. Like, he was already really affectionate. Now he's like super affectionate. But yeah, gotta love the trolls. Like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. They can call me all they want. You know, I'm not gonna be hurt by it. I was raised with a group of friends who teased the shit out of me and did everything they could to get a rise. Hello, Slime Diver. Um, but yeah, you were not the one I was trying to hide, by the way. I don't have an attraction to diapers, by the way. I have a medical need for diapers. I have had 13 abdominal surgeries. Well, now it's been 14. Yeah, 14 abdominal surgeries. After my 10th abdominal surgery, um, the nerves in my bladder had been seriously affected to the point of there was no electrical signal to the bladder almost at all at that point. Um, the only time there's any form of a signal to my bladder is immediately when I am peeing. So I don't have control of it. I can't feel it. I can't tell it's getting full. Oh yes, I understand that, Wild One. I agree. I deserve more respect. Um, Trolls are trolls. They do what they do, and I will discuss things, but no, if you're gonna call those things, especially those things, you're gonna get muted on my server forever. So, like, I will answer the things. I don't have an attraction to diapers. I would love to never wear one again, but I don't have that choice. My only other choice is to have a permanent catheter put in, and that is a severe infection risk. Can lead to kidney problems if you have enough infections, and so yeah, it's not a doable situation for me. Hello, Fickle Kid. So for me, can have a what? Nice. I am doing okay. It is a very old one, yes. But there's also a difference to that. I'm not wearing kids' pajamas. I'm literally wearing a t-shirt. I am described as an ABDL technically because of the terms that have been used. I am not a DL. Surprisingly, there's actually a difference between the two. They're just lumped in together. What I am is either called an age regressor or a little, in that I use my ability to go to a younger headspace to deal with trauma. Educate yourself on the actual things other than what you see in media, because what you see in most media, what you see on a lot of the YouTube channels, those are the extremes. And there are a lot of times people that we don't actually associate with in our community. So educate yourself on what it is. But for me, I've actually been to a therapist and described what's going on, and they agree that it's perfectly fine. And actually, a lot of therapists use age regression and inner child work to help heal trauma. And that is the primary reason for what I do. Most people who have the level that I have had a lot of trauma in their lives. But education. Yes, there are the extremists on there, and that is mostly who television has portrayed. That is mostly the people that get big on YouTube. That's why I've not grown, is because I don't cater to that shit. Like, I do what I do. My my name, Binky Girl, came from a friend years ago. Also, is this a legitimate psychological treatment? It can be. Yes, many therapists use age regression as a form of healing. Inner child work is a huge part of psychology for helping heal trauma that you have. So it's not the way it works with age regressors and littles and stuff like that. It's not a psychological treatment. It is us coping with things that have gone on in our lives. We have been through serious stress as a kid, serious trauma as a kid, abuse, things like that. And our brains naturally learned this, go back to an age where things were okay. No, that's actually untrue. That is not actually true. Um, most, how do I explain this? There is not enough psychology research done on those of us who are age regressors. And I separate the ABDL community from those of us who truly use regression, who actually regress. There is a difference in my mind. Because doing the things that we're doing, age regressing, it's not a physical regression or an actual permanent regression. It's kind of like if you were meditating to calm yourself down, you're not spending every moment 24/7 in a meditating to calm yourself down. You're doing it when you need to. Why would there be what? Like, I have no problem talking to you guys and educating, so long as you stay respectful. The minute you turn non-respectful is the minute you go bye-bye. But I will happily discuss this with people. No, actually, Fungal, I have been in therapy. There should be research in this stuff, actually. To some, it is a mental health condition. To others, it's not. It's kind of like PTSD, where A situation creates a coping mechanism or creates a reaction and then a coping mechanism. But I am a 37-year-old adult. I have been doing age regression since about 2012. I have greatly progressed in my life. I hold down a job. I could drive. The only reason I am not working or driving right now is because of medical reasons. I pass out going on those exits on the highway. I can't drive. I have seizures at work. I have anaphylactic reactions to somebody wearing perfume. I can't work for, well, that's not the reason I can't work, but I have multiple conditions that have led to where I am. The age regression doesn't affect that in any way, shape, or form. I spend 99% of the time in an adult headspace doing things because this is not a kid thing. This is just a fun, quirky print because I don't like to be like every person out there. I like to be different. I like to wear clothes that make me happy. And I love bugs and creatures. So this makes me happy. I made this myself. It is a t-shirt. There is no bottom half to it. It's just a t-shirt that I sewed. I have a Halloween one sitting over there. Like, it's not... What do you mean 9 years isn't progression? In what way do you think I am hindered by what I do? How so? I'm just curious. And it's actually been a lot more than 9 years. If it doesn't affect my conditions in a positive way, why do it? The condition it affects is my PTSD and my anxiety and the trauma that I've gone through, which I'm not going to get into because I don't have to share my traumas with you guys. I haven't had, this isn't therapy. I'm doing this on my own. I've had therapists approve it. I don't pay a dime for it. Nick, those actually, yes, I cater to a community. I'm not saying how does a pacifier link to a diaper? There are thousands of people, especially in the autistic community, who use a pacifier as a stim, as a fidget toy, as something to help them calm down. That is all that is. It's no different than biting your nails. We are learning ways to give our body stimming when it comes to autism is a self-regulating behavior. Therapists will tell you do not hinder stimming. That's what babies do. Understandable, but also it is used and approved by doctors. I know many doctors who have said, yeah, this is fine. This isn't going to affect you. Do I do it in public? Hell no. Fungal, right there, I'm going to stop you because that is disrespectful. Boot Barn, you'll never get that. I don't play Trauma Olympics with anyone. I do not downplay anybody's trauma. I do not. Actually, yeah, that's not true. But also, we aren't playing Trauma Olympics. Nobody's trauma. How am I being deceptive? I want to know, like, how am I being deceptive? I'm not sharing my full story with you because that is not your information to know. What I've gone through in my childhood is not something I have to share with you because you want an explanation. I do what I do. It has been approved by therapists in the past. I'm not in therapy getting this as therapy. I'm not paying a dime for it. Yes, I do things like use a pacifier. I wear diapers because I have a medical need for it. I have zero feeling in my bladder. That was a shock to find out at 25. I would give up this in a heartbeat. Either share or you're lying. So you think that, I'm not saying this happened to me, but you think that people who have gone through assault and unbelievable mental abuse should share? Fungal, I use the creative side of my brain 24/7. I'm an artist. I'm a crafter. Um, Fet, I did not say that doctors said pacifiers were okay. However, once a child loses their baby teeth, there is not really anything wrong with it. Sharing heals. Yeah, no. That's for me and my therapist and me and my partner. What about them? People use things to cope and to regress. It is, how is my regression, which is not sexual in any way, shape, or form, how is this any more weird than the sexual habits other people have? Hey, hi, Tom. How is it going, Tom? I haven't seen you in a while. Why would you give up? If you would give up diapers, why do you do the age regression thing that involves using diapers and binkies to pretend you're a baby? Because I don't use diapers to pretend I'm a baby. That is not involved. I don't use a binky to pretend I'm a baby. No, Nick, actually, we don't. I know, right, Fickle Kid? It's really funny. And as far as memory recall side of things, I'm not sharing memories with you right now. I won't ever share those memories with anybody outside of possibly my therapist and possibly my partner. But Nick, to answer your question, no. We do not use it in a sexual way in any way, shape, or form. DDLG tends to be on the more sexual side of things. I don't identify as a DDLG. And I still don't think it's wrong because, exactly. I'm not saying you said I had to share, everybody else has said. That will never happen no matter how much you bug me. Yeah, wild one. It does not include diapers. Mm-hmm. I have learned. I've been in diapers for God, 14 years now. No, 12 years. Sorry. Well, I've been in them since on and off since 2005. Fully started needing them in 2011. Um, do I think using diapers as a way to fulfill a fetish is wrong? Isn't wrong. I do not believe that that is wrong in any way, shape, or form. George, if only I was pretending. If only I was pretending. But yeah, people who are, that's how a lot of the community has come about, is through abuse, whether that's sexual, physical, or mental. My channel started out because I wanted to share tips for incontinence and things. Did it morph into I came out about some things on here? Yeah, because the communities overlap. And quite honestly, most of the incontinence community is nowhere near as judgy of the ABDL, DDLG, age regression community as anybody else. Prove I'm not pretending about what? Slime diver? No, because this is where the world has gone insane. We would rather die than involve actual children in anything sexual. And I'm not saying there's not deviants in the community. There have been. But those people have been ostracized. Those people have been banned from every website, every chat room. You know, it is weird to other people. However, when you actually talk to most of us in this community, I know so many people who are not any way involved in the community who would wear this shirt. The clothing is not, is it cute? I guess, but it's just my personality. I would wear this regardless. Slime diver, 99% of the community does not do that. And honestly, it's no different than having a sexual attraction to a car or a blow up thing. What does, oh, I know. I know. Fetty, I have never once gotten off to that. I'm not sitting in a dirty diaper, thank you. I actually keep hygiene and change myself. What's very truthful regarding my clothing. Wear what clothes? This? Yeah, it is. Very true. Anyway, we're going to switch topics because nobody's actually listening and educating themselves on this. You're just trying to get a rise out of me. I will educate you about this thing for days. AOP? What the heck is that? Fungal, I literally wear this in public constantly. Is Tom my boyfriend? No. They really are a fickle kid, but hey. Okay. If you think you know every single thing about this, then that's great for you. I know you don't. Okay. Yes, I do actually. Age of preference? I have never dated anyone underage. Never will. Thanks. I love that pickle kid. Okay. Come. Do you say I love your email as I lost yours? I would have to look. I will take a look at that after at that. When I am no, the mark on my forehead is a birthmark. The struggles of having a business. It is true, and that's partly due to there are some on TikTok and such who are faking. It's a root beer candy cane. That's what I'm eating. That's yummy. Okay, this one. Because um, because I don't have the ability to eat normally, my stomach is doing its thing right now where it's like I want to eat, so I'm going to try to digest the feeding tube, and it hurts like hell. So sometimes doing hard candy can calm the stomach enough. So yeah. Good nights, cousin need them. Big deal, folks, right? I know. Yep. Struggles of having a different ability. But anyway, on the faking thing, like, God, I would give anything not to feel and suffer the way I do with my conditions. Exactly, Wildwood. Hey, Tom, no rush. No worries. But I had a friend at one point who literally went into everything, who basically said, due to the few that have fake illnesses, I now think everybody's faking. Bob, I don't currently. I do not currently. Currently, I am not in any public Discord servers because I had to step back and work on my health. But I am in just a few friend servers. But Discord and everything had to take kind of a back seat till I got healthy again. So yeah. Maybe someday again I will, but Hey Simon, how you doing, buddy? But for now, I am just it is not pleasant with a feeding tube. They're quite rough, and quite honestly, it doesn't like the southern accent though. That is hilarious. Hi, kitty. You guys want to see the kitty kitty? Um, there's a few out there, Bob. My like if you're actually legit asking, um, but I'm not going to verbally share any of them at the moment. Hi, Simon. Hi, baby. Hello, kitty. He's still so wobbly from his surgery. Okay, I gotta get my IV going here. I'm running late on it. Whoa, don't fall over, computer. What is under there? A roll of tape. Let me get my IV going here real quick. Hi, kitty kitty. He's a little crazy. Don't rub your mouth on that. You just had surgery, dude. Not like to be picked up. He wants the snuggles, but he only wants them when he decides. Let me grab my feeding tube stuck. I also need to do my other meds. Okay, boys, we really need a bigger room in this area, like this. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the toy off. Don't break. Oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. Alright, let's bring this over here. I love when it's sometimes it's really funny that like the voice dictation, or like if I'm talking to Siri or something like that, like to sometimes they come up with some pretty funny shit that you said. Where did I put my pump? There it is. Can you stay over there, please? Because this is a sterile thing. I have too much cat paperwork. This I need to do. Now we're gonna put this in here with the 2B pads here. I gotta get 2B pads set up. So I was doing antibiotics IV for like a month, right? I've been off of them for last Friday. What was last Friday? Since the 2nd. And my brain is still like down, repeat. I still keep thinking like, oh, I'm missing medication. Like I keep forgetting a medication. No, I just don't have it anymore. I'm done with that. So No brain tumor. No cancer. Hang on. I actually had the lady tell me Thursday that I had great vision acuity at 2200. Apparently she had things backwards. My vision is surprisingly good, but I have a couple of issues. I'll do this first. With like I have an astigmatism. I guess I'm the way the doctor described it one time. He's like you're nearsighted or you're farsighted, but your eyes don't focus together, so it ends up making you nearsighted basically. It took quite a few doctors to actually get my glasses right, and I need to actually do it again because, yeah. I know there's no keypad activity. That's because I'm getting you set up. Okay. You have no idea what actually goes into Munchausen syndrome, do you? By the way. That's good. Wait, you're not getting all the posts? What do you mean? That's probably because most of them are trolls and yeah. I always know when it's not my normal people that it's a slew of trolls, but optic nerve atrophy, yeah. Hi, dog. Hey, Prime. Hey. FYI, guys, I can hear my video chat, but you can't. And so if I talk randomly, it's to the human that is in my ear. All right. Time to prime. Thankfully, my eyes are one of the things that's never really been a problem. Eyes and teeth. Oh, I should probably be watching the other end of this because I really don't want to get my bed drenched with saline. This thing kind of a little bit faster than the feeding tube does. Hey, babe, you want to hop in the stream? Not in my stream. Like, not you should hop on the stream. There's a lot of fun going on. We got trolls out the ass today. As hardly as your laptop, yeah. See, I am laptop all the way. Why? Oh. But yeah, I want to. I kind of want to prime the air out of this, but it doesn't always work well if we do that. Dude, guys, I gotta get a new backpack. This thing doesn't fit everything anymore. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Hi. I No, I'm on YouTube right now. I just forgot that I muted you. I muted my mic from there. Yes, I know. We're getting hooked up to it. My Ivy is yelling. Huh? Yeah, I'm not going anywhere today. I was, nice. I was saying you should check out the YouTube stream, but if you're in here, you can't do that. We got trolls out the ass today. Hang on one second, guys. Okay, there we go. But what? Oh, you'll see it when you get in there. Mm-hmm. What's a troll? Basically, somebody on the internet who harasses people. Please do. Please do. And hang on one second. Yeah. I got most of them. There's one more. Hang on one second, guys. I gotta do a thing. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did I start that? I don't think I did. I didn't. Run. There we go. But yeah. Want a sub? My feet are freezing. Uh, no, they're fine. I now have sleeping kitties. Well, Simon's on the verge of sleep. You need to go to sleep, dude. You haven't slept since your surgery. You will go sleeps. Already done. I want to do a thing today, but I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. I gotta call PT places. Do all the things. It's gonna be a busy week next week. I started out with 2 appointments in February. In less than a week, I now have like 6. Yay me. 3 of which are next week. Well, what do we have? New cardio on Tuesday. HRT doc on Monday. 16th is like a telehealth appointment, so I'm okay with that. I don't have to leave the house for that one. And that's with infectious disease so that we can get like our last appointment. So hopefully I'm free. I'm declared free and clear after that from that infection. But yeah. Okay. All right, babe. Okay. Okay. Bob, I'm at the moment just gonna hold off on people saying names of things for now. We're not gonna give them any more legroom. I mean, it's pretty easy to find people, but I'm not gonna have people putting names of things in there, such as Discord servers and things like that. No, not right now. There we go. Can you go sleepies, kitty? I love you, but you need nap. I don't know if you guys can see, but the goober that is this cat right now. Yeah. I know it doesn't seem like he's doing that much different than usual, but trust me, he's oh well. He's not himself. I mean, he's not doing bad. It's not a bad thing. He's just very, very affectionate and very aggressively affectionate. Like, he has no idea where his body is in relation to everything else right now. Like, he'll come lay in. He's normally just, I'm going to gently lay down. I'm going to gently, like, rub on you. He's just like headbutt. Like, if I put my hand out, it's just like, boom. Like he's just a little bit overly aggressive of his actions right now. Like, not in aggression. He's not an aggressive cat, but his actions are just very boom. Come here. Hey, Simon. You eagle bad boy. You need to calm down. I might put out some catnip for him in a little bit and just like get him just to rest. My catnip, like, it gets them a little bit ramped up at first, but then they calm right down. And they go bad. So yeah, you're gonna scratch your eyeballs if you don't watch it. Let me get this. Thank you. You need to calm it down, my guy. All right, I gotta get some Benadryl in me because I am beginning the reaction. So yeah, I gotta change these out today. I gotta put away Tubi pads because they're come on my hand, rub down his whole body with it, and then he just flops. Like he's rolling around right here. Like, dude, this cat. Hi, Simon. You silly goose. I don't think he's really stopped purring much since he got home. Well, after he got over the initial scared yesterday. Like he was a pretty scared kitty yesterday. Yeah. He's like, I'm trying to get on my back all the way, not on my side. And flop. His little shaved spot right here is so sad. We got a bruise from your IV yesterday. Apart from the meds, how are you really? I am doing, it depends on the day. I have been having a rough go with the pain around the feeding tube. That's kind of hindered a lot of my mobility this last couple of weeks. It's like we've been battling a partial blockage on and off for about a month and a half now. Well, no, since beginning of December. So 2 months, 2.5 months, close to. But we've been battling on and off this thing, and it's just seriously like it comes and goes. I think I kind of have a partial blockage right now. I am not totally sure. If I went into the ER, they'd do the CT and probably find a partial blockage, but there's not much they're gonna do. It's not really actually blocked. I mean, it's actually okay. When I say it's not actually blocked, it's considered a partial blockage. So typically with a partial blockage, something gets through, whether that's gas or stool, something will eventually make it through. For my case, when my blockage is above my feeding tube point, then I have still got function, like I still go to the bathroom and stuff because everything below that, there's no nutrition going from my stomach to that point in my intestine. So that part stops. But the below part, if I have a feeding tube going and I have my, stuff going into that part, it's going to look different than if I was a normal person who was not eating orally. And when I say eating orally, okay, I can put food in my mouth, chew and swallow it, but it doesn't go out of my stomach. It stays in my stomach unless I drain my stomach for about 24 hours or so. There have been times where it's been more than that, but typically it will sit there for a good 24 hours if I don't drain my stomach. So I only eat for comfort at this point. The stomach is mostly paralyzed, but as far as like mental health goes, I'm actually doing pretty damn good right now. I'm currently at the moment waiting to start with my new therapist in April for that end of things. Like mentally, I'm doing good. The physical is the other side of things. And one day I might be fine with the physical, not fine, but I may be at baseline. And the next would be like I'm not doing great. Our cat had to have her whole side shaved for an ultrasound. Is it Crohn's? I do not have Crohn's, no. I have a condition in my colon called familial adenomatous polyposis, or FAP. It affects the colon in a way differently to Crohn's. Mine is not an inflammatory bowel disease. It's basically I am missing a gene in my body. So you have a gene that tells your body, hey, don't grow colon polyps, don't grow polyps in the body, like in the intestinal tract. I'm missing that gene. So yeah, pretty much with that condition, it means you will have colon cancer by the time you are like early 30s. My grandmother passed away from this disease at 53 or 52, something like that, early 50s. Almost nobody calls it by its full name anymore. Or, I mean, outside of like doctors and like I do, like if not all doctors know about FAP, but if they're like, I'm like, oh, I have FAP, and they'll give you the telltale of like, oh, what is that? And I'm like, familial adenomatous polyposis. No, I get polyps in the colon. Mind you, I don't have a colon anymore. I have not had a colon since 2005. Yay for my father's genetics. I pretty much got like the whole kit and caboodle from the family when it comes to that. The stuff I'm dealing with currently, why are we not, oh, I pulled up. Oh, hang on, I gotta fix this. Let's do. What was I talking about? I got distracted by counting the milliliters that I need. But yeah, what I got from both sides. Like I got the diagnosed, we know this is in the family genetic disease from my dad. But my mom's side of the family has never had anything that they needed to go get genetically tested for, really. So I've noticed as I've learned about my conditions or the things they think I have that aren't officially diagnosed yet, my family, I'm starting to see it in my family. Like I'm not the only one that has the random allergic reactions. My mom has these allergic reactions. My sister, Carissa, she doesn't talk to me, but I've seen pictures from my mom and my sister before where she gets the whole swelling like I do, or like swelled shut eyes type of deal from a reaction. And she has to do like antihistamines and steroids to get it to go down. So, and then I have my other sister, Satori, who I also don't talk to. Her choice, mostly. But we're noticing as we've learned about these conditions, we're seeing it across my mom's side of the family a lot. Which is kind of helpful because I am going to see the doc about my mast cell this month. Is it next week? I'd have to look at that. But I'm going to see the immunologist this month. And no, she's not this month, I don't think. Or is she? I'd have to look. I don't know. It's too many appointments. This is why my chart is the best thing in the world. Because seriously, I don't know how I would keep up otherwise. Okay, there we go. I need to clean off my table. I need to organize my bed area a little bit. It is needing the chores done. Well, these aren't exactly chores. It's just kind of like I do it every periodically. But it needs to be done. I need to organize my room because, like, we're moving in 3 months. And I need to get, like, sadly, I'm getting rid of a bunch of crafting supplies. And it's like, I hate doing it, but I know, like, resin work may not be an option for me with the mast cell. It's pretty... I'd have to get back into it a little bit again to know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was causing quite a few reactions. So I kind of had to knock that off. Outside of UV resin, pretty much. I can still do UV resin. There we go. I gotta pause the feeding tube for a minute. But yeah, I'm getting there. The nice thing, Tom, is that we're kind of to a point where I'm a lot more stable than I was. Yes, we're moving in April. Our lease is up in April. Unless we run into an issue, because we're kind of we need like a 3 to 4 bedroom place. We need a yard for the dogs type of deal. We need, or at least somewhere we can take the dogs type of deal. And plus the place we're living in currently, we do not like the property, not the property manager, but the manager of the apartments. We don't like them as a company. When they started here, within a couple of weeks, they sent around a notice and like, oh, by the way, if we find any garbage around your apartment and we pick it up, we will charge you $25 a bag. They also then said any large items that are garbage, we will charge $50. So at one point they came through and kind of like did a walkthrough of everything, and my wheelchair ramp was out by the car. They tried to charge us $50 for that. Like, no. They are not allowed to do that. They'll get their asses sued if they do that. You cannot charge a person for having a wheelchair ramp like that. Especially because it's not one we've installed or anything like that. They also tried to charge us, I think they ended up trying to charge us $25 each, but it was a $50 thing. But like we had a crate outside with a bunch of wood in it for the fireplace. They charged us, or they wanted to charge us for that. Like, you have a fireplace here. You can't store the wood inside all the time because, me having a severe allergic reaction to stuff. That's how we found out I was allergic to pine. Oh, I need to do this part. I'm going to scoot the camera up a little bit. I need to change out my little discs around my tube. Ow. Oh, that hurts. We're doing Harry Potter today. Yeah, no. So just with some of the practices that they've been initiating around here, we're not sticking around. And quite honestly, they are really bad about maintenance and things like that. Like, we just don't appreciate the changes they've made. They have upped the rent drastically and stuff like that. So it's like, nah, we're ready to move on. We're ready to have a little bit of a nicer, not nicer necessarily, like quite honestly, our place is not going to be nicer per se. Nope, not allergic to vaping. Funny enough, Tom, since I've started vaping, I can basically count the times I've had to use my inhaler for my asthma. I wasn't done. Now there are some flavors that I'm allergic to, like there's one mint one that I'm allergic to, but I'm not allergic to vaping. Quite. It's also, if I do end up needing to do anything like marijuana stuff for pain or whatnot, vaping has to be done in that form for me. That is the only way I can do it. Even then, I'm still reactive to it, mind you. I still get very itchy from actual marijuana, but if it ever gets legalized here. I'm hoping we're not too far away from it. Missouri is legal, but not Kansas. I know. I'm just. But hi, I can't get my animals correct. Yesterday I was trying to say Simon, and I'm like, I said snitch. No, then I'm like Jimmy, Mustard, Leo, Simon. Like I couldn't get the names. What you see, Simon? I love how the people got so wigged out about my shirt. Like it's just bugs. Like I don't know. I kind of like wigging out people. Did I get caught off guard a little bit? Yeah. Because it's been a really long time since we've had a bunch of trolls in. But hey, all they're doing, the only thing, like, they're just helping my views and getting me out there. I mean, that's the funny thing that cracks me up is the people that hate this stuff and still watch it. And I'm like, you realize you're only helping these people out, right? When it comes to YouTube and stuff. Like, you coming in here and chatting like crazy is bumping us up in the algorithm. So thank you. Your daughter has myalgia. That one I don't know. Actually, I might. I just need to refresh my memory. Let me see. Hi, Leo. I need to get his puzzle out today and let him have some puzzle time. You're twitching. You're twitching, buddy. No, you're kneading. That's what you're doing. Okay. He literally has not stopped making biscuits. Like he's just been kneading all the time. He's laying here, just sitting here purring and kneading. Like it's a gentle knead. He does like air biscuits. Oh, there we go. Myalgia, soreness and achiness in the muscles that can range from mild to severe. Muscle pain can have causes that aren't due to underlying diseases. Ah, okay. That's tough. I get the sore muscles and tendons from the hypermobility. You know. Oh. Let me see, because it suggested some things. Oh, are you talking about myalgic encephalomyelitis? I think it's ME. Hi, Leo. Would you like me to brush you? Where is your brush? I don't know where the brush went right now, but we'll find the brush later. But ME or oh, are you talking about fibromyalgia? Ba-da, ba-da, boo, boo. Ba-da, ba-da, bum, bum. That's it. Oh, ME? Okay. ME or fibromyalgia, one of the two, is what I had mentioned. He said there was a word in front of myalgia. The ME is also known as chronic fatigue syndrome. Chronic fatigue syndrome does not describe it all that well. But if it is ME, if it's either fibro or ME, those are pretty tough conditions to deal with. We suspected I might have some form of fibromyalgia. My mother does, or at least that's what my mother was diagnosed with. Oh shit, I forgot to restart the feeding tube. Okay, fibro. Fibro sucks because it's that disease that, like, they know it exists, they know something is causing it, but there's not a lot of real easy ways to figure out. Like, they haven't done enough research, in my opinion, into fibro. It's so, if you have widespread pain, like, I believe it exists, but I think they need to do more research into it. All they know is, like, it can cause nerve pain and shit like that and whatnot, and there's not really much that goes into treating it. Okay, fibromyalgia, yeah. Why you mad? Alarm, occlusion. Where is there an occlusion? Did I kink something? Let's see if it. Okay, where are we occluded? No, it's probably. Wait, occlusion? Silence. Pause and then select resume options. First, I forgot to put this in there. I gotta buy a new backpack. Okay, so where is the occlusion happening then? I don't see an occlusion. Do we need to flush and try it again? Dude, I don't like this new needle. I really don't like these new needles. This is... Mm-mm. If it's going to occlude, I might have to try changing out the hub. Let me see if I start this, what does it do? Does it yell about it from here? Resume. Run. Okay, it's occluded. Not my end. The clamp's not on, is it? No? Now it is. Okay, now it's running. Okay, now it's behaving. Okay, then where are we occluded? That's where the problem was. Okay, this is hanging down too far. Freaking hell. We gotta keep this thing keeping that up a little bit so that it doesn't kink itself down there. Oh, shut it. Now what are you yelling about? Nothing. Yeah, it was kinked down there. This is annoying. I need to get a new backpack that actually works. Can I get you to not kink if I do this? If I put you sideways, will you work? Hopefully that's it. Oh, my thing messed up a little bit. B. There we let's see here. We're running IVs. We're running tube feed. We've done meds. I did the things. I did the things. I did the things. I did the adulting. Yeah, I do, but at the same time, learning to deal with these things have made me into a more compassionate person. They fueled my career that I wanted to have, that I didn't have. I'm the type of person who's like, even though I have a lot going on, I have so much in my life that's wonderful. And I have so many wonderful people and things like that. So yes, they suck. And there are days where I get really down and depressed about it. And I grieve because, when you're chronically ill, your grieving process kind of never ends, but it goes, it ebbs and flows. And I'm in the state right now where life is good. It didn't post. It doesn't let you post personal things like that. It won't post the email. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, I barely look at my email. Like at all. No. I look at it probably once a week. Or if I'm expecting an email or something like that from people, then yeah. But I really don't do much communication via email. So like you're more likely to get me here and talk about stuff than you are anywhere, like email wise, because I don't really do much email. But yeah, it's not going to let you post links or email addresses and things like that. It just doesn't let you. That's not a choice I've made, that it doesn't let you. The only person who can post links is me or mods, I believe. You did. That breaks my heart. It's really tough losing siblings, no matter what age you are. It's tough. That's not a fun thing to deal with in that month, especially, too, Yeah, it doesn't let you post the things. Simon or Leo, what you doing? Do you love your scratching post so much? Is it a pillow now? Yes. Okay. Simon is starting to do the close eye thing, possibly thinking about napping. It's kind of funny because most of the time it's like my cat does nothing but sleep. And now it's like he's done nothing since be awake since his surgery. But he's starting to finally close the eyes. He's still purring. He's still kneading. But he's starting to get a little bit sleepy. Yeah, he's such a sweet boy. And now we're rolling over because I acknowledged his existence. Hi. But he's starting to finally get that I'm tired, and I'm glad because he needs to rest. Yeah, you need to rest. I have such sweet kitties. Leo's a little bit of a turd sometimes, but he's still super sweet. But Simon is just, it cracks me up because he has a hierarchy of people, and it cracks me the heck up. Like, if I'm around, he doesn't really care much. Like, he'll let Andrew touch him, He won't let Hannah touch him at all. If anybody else is in the house, he will not let Hannah touch him. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Gotta love family issues. I need to find my hairbrush. Hang on. No, I'm just gonna, I don't want to bug her. Oh, goodness. That sucks. It sucks when you have family that just won't let the others be part of it, you know. No, Tom, you're fine. You're totally fine. Oh, for God's sakes, this is one of those days, is it? Ugh. I'm just gonna have to leave this out. Up occlusion. I know there's an up occlusion, but it's not something I can really fix right now, you stupid pump. I really need to find a backpack that works for this before I scream from this pump. I like having the pump because it goes, it's longer tubing. I have more mobility with it, but this particular, the normal bags are fine, but these are longer and stiff. And so this part doesn't really fold much. And it's like, so I don't know. I don't know how to make it better unless it works like this, but I'm afraid that wouldn't do it real well either. Now what I might be able to do is prime the air out. It's going to yell in a minute. Fuck. We're going to do a thing. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That's not what I needed to do. Okay. It is saline solution. But I'm going to try something different here and see if it works. Sorry, the beeps are going to happen. Okay, power is at half. Yes. We're going to prime and get this air out if we can, because that will actually make it so I can turn this upside down. I'm just gonna have to start. It is used to flush, but it's also used in IVs. They have many different forms of IVs. I'm actually gonna grab this because I know this one is sterile. Saline is used to flush IV lines. It is also used to infuse into an IV. It's basically water. Saline is just water with some salt in it. Not much salt anyway, but some. And they also use something called lactated ringer, which is saline with like potassium and magnesium a little bit. I think there's some chloride in there. Now I can just hit this and it's not gonna, if it gets, just touch. Well, I'm not gonna flush that then. I mainly needed it for the sterile tip, but most of them have a sterile tip. It's just that I wanted one that came out as, hey, yes, this is coming from a. Please don't get on my computer though. Thank you. There's a better way to do this, and next time I will do so. Let's just say that. This can take a really long time. I'm going to ask them next time to send the ones that have the air taken out. There's not a down occlusion. You're not plugged. Oh. It was too tight. Ah. But yeah, they've done lactated ringers on me. They've done D10, D5. Just depends on what my body needs. It's taking a long time, and I don't know if it's actually working. This takes forever. Okay. We're going to have to just deal with it at this point because I don't think it's actually reducing. Maybe it is, but I don't think so. And then my feeding tube's getting mad. I need to see if it's actually, like, what's it doing? Is it actually moving the air through? It's hard to hold this up. Okay. Let's see. I want to see if I can take this out of here and see if it flows through it properly, or if it only works. Yeah, it only works when you're priming it. Okay. My friend is a doctor in Missouri. His children are our bridesmaids. Oh, cute. All right, now we're actually going to prime it in hopes that this is enough air that it's not going to cause so much of a problem. There we go. No, it's not twisted. I was just trying to get air out of it instead of having it keep occluding and saying there's air in the line. There we go. Now we re-sterilize. No, the way it worked is when they sent my supplies to me, they had sent gravity tubing and gravity fluids that are meant to do gravity. I can't do gravity. I don't have enough spacing in my house to get around with an IV pole, so I can't do gravity. But in the process of getting all that done, they didn't really think about the fact that when you use a pump, they pull the air out of the fluid bags so that I think I can remedy this. I will test this out tomorrow. But I didn't think of that option until just now. So yeah. But sorry, I had to fix a thing or respond to a thing. No, it's not a vacuum one. I had the ones that were like the pressurized ball things, but no, they have two different bags and two different things. Like usually if you're doing gravity, they leave the air in because then you don't have to refrigerate your fluids and all that shit. Which is better for the way this company does it because they send a month worth of supplies out at a time. Now it may change next time because of the pump that I've got now, but I think I can remedy this. I will test it tomorrow and see. I finish my coffee? You guys like my new coffee cup? But I think if I can lay this in there sideways kind of a little bit. Oh, the feeding tube's pulling air now because it's sideways. Feeding tube is okay to pull air. You'll get gassy, but that's about the worst thing that's going to happen. This is another story. If you get enough air in your line, it can kill you. So when you're moving, have you found a place to live? So not yet. Not exactly. Currently, like a lot of places are you renewing your lease paperwork right now? And so, is that car moving? No, it's not. Okay, so you're going to go down there so it doesn't slide too bad. You're going to stay right there. Ta-da. Gotcha. Now we're not going to scream, okay? We are staying in town. I know that much. We had talked about moving outside of town a little ways just because there's some cheaper housing, but then we're paying for gas money to get back and forth to work. So it doesn't particularly work out as well that way, you know? So we are staying in town. But we're currently just in that phase of we've got to find the right place. We found one we really like the look of, and it's got a yard with a fence, but it's not available till August 3rd. And that's the problem we're currently running into right now is that our moving date is April. Like we pushed it. Nobody wanted to renew for a full year. But we were hoping that moving out in April, like that's when all the college students are starting to be done and stuff like that. The apartments become available. But we're finding out it's a really bad time to move. So what we might do is stretch our lease till August, preferably August 3rd, so that we can go from here to there into the one like that we want. Because we have ESAs, hopefully we can get what we need pet-wise. ESAs and so when it comes to ADA and service dogs, ESAs are not seen as a service dog because they're not trained to do a task or mitigate a disability. ESAs are emotional support animals. However, apartment complexes don't have to they don't follow ADA when it comes to that, but there is the Fair Housing Act, and that kind of can allow ESAs. So yeah, technically between us, we have 5 animals. My bird doesn't usually count. I've only ever seen one apartment complex that charged for birds, and they only did so because they had a tenant who had a macaw parrot who absolutely destroyed their house. He chewed like door areas. His seed was everywhere. Dust was everywhere. Like it was bad. So they made a policy that we're not going to have birds. We're not going to allow birds, even though my bird is a whole different ballgame. So he usually doesn't count. By the way, Jimmy's about to turn 13. I cannot believe it. Am I on WhatsApp? I have been in the past, but I don't currently have it. WhatsApp different in US, or are we talking about other things are different in the U, or not US, UK? One of my best friends is from the UK. He's finally starting to chill and fall asleep. His eyes are getting so close. I don't want to move and stuff because the minute I do that, oh, I have moved, never mind. Apparently me grabbing a coffee cup is enough, but he's really starting to get sleepy and I'm very happy. He needs to rest. But no, I don't really use WhatsApp right now. I have really limited my communication for a while because I was a part of a bunch of Discord servers and I was modding a couple. I used to have mine, as you guys know, but after that point, I just had to kind of take a step back because, for those of you that know, the last year and a half, 2 years has been really rough on me. And I had to just cut out the things that were just adding additional stress. And so I have greatly cut down my communications. Um, but yeah, I just, you know, uh, I'll have to look into WhatsApp, Tom, at some point. Hang on, I'm going to be closing up stream in just a second. But I'll look into it, Tom, and if I get on there, I'll let you know when I stream again or something, and um, we can chat there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, guys. I gotta go figure out restarting a Minecraft server and stuff. So, yeah, I've only been taught how to do it once, and I don't want to fuck it up. But I will be around either later today once all my peoples who are not in this country go to sleep and I'm lonely by myself. But I'll maybe be on later or something if I decide to do whatnot. Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. All right. Yeah, we can talk housing stuff later on. But I'm gonna go ahead and close up stream for a little while. Get some personal things done, and I will see you guys when I stream again. Have an awesome day.